Hi, my name is Stephanie. I'm an artist on TikTok. I'm showing some clips here, and this is the process of my newest painting. I have some of those shitty 8x10 canvas panels sitting around, and they've just been in my in the corner of my room for the past 2 years. So to try to compensate for the shitty nature of the panel, I had to gesso it twice, and I gessoed it from 2 different directions to make sure that it was really smooth as much as possible. If I could, I would have sanded it to make it even smoother, but I don't have any sanding paper on me right now. Once I had all of that figured out, it was time to sketch onto the canvas. So basically, I just sketched it in real quick with a really light colored pencil, and I went over that with some Caran d'Ache pastels crayons. I don't know what they're called, and just so that would be more obvious, and I could go over that once I toned my canvas with pinked acrylic. After I finished, or while it was drying, I guess, I basically just had to set up a composition I thought would look nice since I am trying to do a still life. So I just put a lot of things that I thought would be really fun to paint. I learned that some painting, I guess during my process, I just pause and I flip my paintbrush around, I swirl it around like it's a magic wand and it's gonna do something, it's gonna magically fix whatever issue I'm having, and it's really funny to look back on. Oh my god. This entire project has actually been really fun because all I've really been doing for at least the past 6 months have been very basic, very just normal art school stuff. I really like using a bright fluorescent pink as my underpainting because I just really like the way it pops. And I don't usually paint with many pinks, so it usually doesn't get in the way. But this time, low-key, I fucked up. Yeah, it'll make sense later throughout the recording, but oh my god, it was really messing with my eyes. And I understand color theory, but I not well enough, I guess. I low-key hate the way it looks. I hate it so bad right now. I think I'm gonna go over it and try to brighten up, and try to differentiate the different shades of reds and pinks. And the background. Oh my god, I hate the background. I think in this video I went over the background at least 4 times. I don't know what's happening there. Anyway, pretty much this entire the entire point of this painting is to try to really loosen up my strokes and to try to get the general shape and feeling of things without really drowning myself in the detail. And I think I did that pretty well, specifically with the perfume bottle, because it's just blocky paint strokes throughout the entire thing. I had to cut so much out, but also, oh my god, what was wrong with me? Looking back while I was doing this was so freaking crazy, because you can see the moments that I'm really thinking and that I'm hesitating and that I'm freaking out quietly. At this point of the video, I'm kind of freaking out because all my reds look the exact same. Do you see this? Do you see this? But there was no denying that my pink was looking great. I wish I had taken a picture what my palette was looking like in comparison, but oh my god. So I started to try to compensate by mixing more of my magenta e-color in there to really try to make it look more, because it wasn't a light pink, it was more a purpley magenta bright pink, closer to the fluorescent pink background than I had originally thought. So the notebook was a baby pastel pink, and that just wasn't coming through at all. Oh my god, this part was so satisfying to watch, just this big space getting filled in. But at this point, mentally, I'm freaking out because what the fuck? It's not supposed to look like this, and it started to give me some eye strain, but it had to be done. I was on a deadline. I forgot to mention, I'm using oils. So not only is this gonna dry slow as hell, but I don't have that much wiggle room. Eventually I went over some of the stuff with glazes, but I'm still not happy with that turned out. So I think I'll have to go over with another glaze, another layer type thing. I was so dumb because I really should have just done this in watercolor. There was nothing that would have stopped me from doing this in watercolor. And that would have been so much easier and faster, but I guess it's not really the point of what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to grow, and sometimes that means being uncomfortable. At this point, I'm still struggling, but I'm starting to shade, I'm starting to add more to it to try to salvage what I do have. Okay, color theory time. Let me add the little green of the strawberries. And I was kind of freaking out at this point, but I had to just trust the process. Literally, there was nothing I could do, aside from just seeing this through. But I really, really hated having to do the little, it's a lip gloss, but the bottle, oh my god, I wish I hadn't included it. It was just so annoying. I think it was good composition-wise, but oh my god, it's just so annoying. At this point, I'm starting to add details and things starting to come together more. I really feel when I did the actual the spray part of the perfume, I feel that's when things really started to come together. If you've seen my other paintings, you would know that I mostly work with a lot of yellows, and I'm at the point where I dread using them. For this painting, I really wanted to do a cute little duck so I could keep my duck motif going on. But oh my god, I think that was the worst part, especially because it wasn't the mosaic style I usually do. I was literally trying to copy a stuffed animal, and I've never done something like that, and that was not a good call. The horrors persist, but so do I. So I had to keep going because I had no time. Like, I had to get this done in time so I could edit this video because I can't do time management apparently. Adding the white line that indicates the paper is probably the most satisfying part of this entire video. I feel like I did a pretty bad job at doing the duck. Honestly, it looks better as the process goes on, but it's probably my least favorite part of the whole painting, which is sad. Now here's the part where you see the emotional and mental breakdown I go through trying to choose this background color. I don't know why I thought blue was gonna work. I think I was trying to avoid green because I was like, I really wanted like a earthy green, but I did not want to have to mix that. So I should have just done it though because I hate it. I hate the way it looks. I think I'm gonna try to fix that, but yeah. It's crazy because watching myself paint this, it feels almost as mindfucking as painting it felt. See, like I'm already trying to change the color and it's not, oh my god, it's the same day I think. So I had to cut one of my tubes open because it just wouldn't open anymore. But the part that I cut off just like fell onto my painting and oh my god, it was so scary. You know, low-key, despite the fact that I hated the lip gloss, I like the way it looks, I think. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. Oop, I changed the colors again. Oh my god, I'm sick of myself. This part is also so satisfying, oh my gosh, except for me smudging things. Oops. Okay, but for real, this is when things start getting better. Like, I'm finally fixing the colors, and you know, now that the background's there, you can see the colors better, but the notebook still needs to be way lighter. You can really see, like, how it's coming together. The colors are popping out more, everything looks more cohesive, and it's almost okay. It's almost okay. So I tried to lighten the duck because it was more of a like pale, desaturated like blue. I couldn't really get the desaturation in there, but I feel like it does look way better now that it's lighter. And then I go in trying to shade the beak, but you know. Here I'm adding the highlights of the bag, and it was really cute and satisfying. I didn't like want to blend it out. I don't know how I feel about that, I'm not gonna lie. Oh my god, the shading, it just added that depth I really needed in there. Oh my god, it's beautiful. I'm so happy with that. Honestly, like, rewatching this, I feel less icky about it, you know? But I think I am gonna have to like add something to it and change and then like post it afterwards. I don't know, we'll see. My entire goal with this painting was to get a bit out of my comfort zone, keep like, like nourishing my skills, like my technical skills, because I don't really do still lifes and oil. I haven't done one since like my second ever oil thing. It was ass. So, I mean, all things considered, I feel pretty okay about it. I think I'm kind of being harsh. Like way too harsh with myself, but I'm gonna go over this and I'm gonna make it better because I know I can do better, you know. But yeah, here it is all done, and I really appreciate you watching. Thank you.